Let's go.
Back in the Box Productions is back with the Bernie and OMC show. I am the original MC. He is Bernie. We are Mike and Chris, and we are thrilled to have you back for another year of Hop Fantasy Football. In the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And then, 2005, your original MC said, "Let there be House of Pain football." And for 19 years, 18 of 19 years since we lost out to COVID, House of Pain football has been a staple in your lives every single year. And this year is no different. We are back. Bernie, talk to your people.
Yep. 2024. And as either the pastor MC said, or the Grim Reaper, as he later becomes during the season, this is 2024. I have to say, this is probably one of the first years that I am actually 110% pumped. This, for some reason, I started watching quarterback. And once I started watching quarterback on Netflix, I started spreading the word. I called MC. I said, "You got to start watching this stuff." And I mean, I hate to tell you, I hate to join this club because this is a club that Morrow is in, but I now am a big fan of Kirk Cousins. But I loved watching that show. And that just got me pumped. I started calling MC and started to talk about fantasy a little bit. So I don't know about you guys, but the chosen ones, we're ready.
I first of all, allow me to say I worry not about the chosen ones, but that's another story for another day. Quarterback's fantastic. I think I mentioned to you, so I'm not all the way through it yet. And what I love about it is it's just a sneak peek, man. It's behind the scenes. Nowadays, with technology and social media and everything being what it is, it's a much smaller world. So it's hard, it's harder now to give you content that you haven't seen before. Quarterback's nice though. Follows Mahomes, Cousins, and Mariota if you haven't seen it. And it's kind of all three of them have had varying degrees of success, and it's a peek behind the curtain. And they did a really, really nice job with it. So
great to watch.
Totally agree.
It got me going, and then I actually went off to the league. I wanted to check the site. I had Mike reactivate the site because I wanted to find out. I forgot who won last year. I just completely lost my mind.
Co-champ should have been the full champ. That's another story.
I think there were some conflicting things toward the end of the year. I think the chosen ones was kind of got robbed a little bit. I forget the things, but we're going to go on. And then we had Matt and Morrow finishing second and third. Our new guys last year gave us a nice little kick in the ass, a little bit of energy over there. So we like that. And I don't think.
Well, if I may, I don't mean to step on toes. Yeah. Just for accuracy purposes, my brother Matt and I actually finished as co-champion for the year.
That's right. Actually, see, that's what I mean.
Yeah, we had that situation with the Buffalo Bills Bengals game, and so we agreed to call it co-champion. And all kid on the side, I was against it at the time, but all kid on the side, if I had to be co-champion with anyone, let it be my brother. And it is what it is. This year we hope for no hiccups, but it just goes to show you anything can happen at any time. So
sure. So let me just say, I'm excited to join all you guys again. So fresh, we're leading the madness into this.
Yeah. So let me get to the reason for tonight's video. First of all, great to get back on the screen with Chris. This is something that we had planned on keeping going after March Madness, but, life gets in the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to be bringing you a lot of video. I'll do my video recaps like I did partially last year. Video recaps. There'll be a whole bunch of stuff that we plan on doing for this fantasy football season to make it the best yet.
There will be no frontal nudity, though. No frontal
There
knee.
will be not unless the price is right. I mean, I just gotta
Whatever.
say, so.
There's a wager.
Anyway, so but for tonight, here's the business at hand that needs to get done. First of all, this video will be sent out. It's going to be posted on YouTube and to our Back on the Box Productions channel. It'll go out to everybody in the league. And the first order of business that I need from each and every one of you, with the exception of Chris and myself, because we already know that we're back in, is I need you to hit me back. You can go on the group chat that I sent out the other day. You need to hit me back and confirm that you are back for this year. We have a couple of people who are ready to take your spot if you're not. I want you back, and if you were with us last year, I want you back. But if for some reason you can't, or whatever the case is, let me know, and because we'll fill that spot immediately. So first order of business is I want to know who's back in as quickly as possible. That's number one. Number two, we need to come up with a draft date, which is always the challenging part when you're trying to do 10 schedules. So if there's any times that are exactly off limits for you guys, let me know that as well. Other than that, we're going to keep things really the same. I mean, Chris and I were talking about this before we jumped on. The rules and stuff we have in place have largely remained unchanged. We've done a little tinkering now and again, but they're really a beautiful set of rules that work very well for what we do in this league. Chris, would you agree?
Yeah, I mean it's almost the same way we've always done the madness, basically. We've done it this way a long time. We like the way it goes, we like the way it goes. It's like putting on your favorite Carhartt jacket. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
we're all
we're
nice and
comfortable with
warm.
it. We're comfortable with it. Now,
Yeah.
the one thing I will say is, in fairness, yes, okay, I created this league. I run it every year of its existence. I run it the way I want to run it. That being said, I am always open to ideas. If anyone has any suggestions on things we can do, I promise you I will listen to you. And the way that typically works is if you hit me with the idea and I think there's merits to it, I will put it out to the league for a vote. And it's the way I look at it is it's all of our league. We all want to enjoy it and have a good time. So I'll put it out to the league if it's something that I would even consider. If not, I'm going to tell you I'm not going to change it. All right.
I think one of the first things the league should consider is that we really should pass a bylaw that there's no trading with MC. I mean, we might as well pass a bylaw right now. If we cut them out, then we don't have to hear it for the rest of the season.
Right. Okay. Well, I can tell you right now that's not going to happen. So, if in any doubt. So yeah, if you have ideas for rule changes or anything you would like to see, feel free, please, to hit me with it. We have some time before the start of the season. But other than that, our rules and stuff pretty much remain the same. We're going to keep league dues the same at $150 as well, $150 for the league. With every dollar taken in being paid out, at season's end.
No limit on transactions.
No limit on transactions will stay the same. Yeah, the same. We encourage trading. We encourage transactions. Pretty much everything that we had for last year is going to be back in for this year. But if you have suggestions for changes, I will listen. So again, I don't want to keep you all night on this. I just want to know if you're in. I want to know if there's any times that you absolutely cannot do a draft. Unfortunately, we're all spread out all over the country. You got half the league is in Florida now. You got my brother out in Arizona. We got some Jersey. We got Canada, I think, right? So we're all over the place. And so a live draft this year will not be possible. So we will do it through ESPN, same as we have in years past. But I want to get that on the books and set because it should be a priority over any other league that you may be a part of. And I want that set in stone so we can set a draft order and start preparing for this upcoming season.
And a quick add-on is, I think one of the prerequisites of the league now is you really need to watch the league. I think you guys all really should watch the league starting from the first season on, and then start thinking about what we want to do for occasional wagers. We got to do just a little bit extra. I mean, I don't want to have to send out that mouse pad of myself in that fucking bra again. All right. But I'll do it. I'll do it for the league. I'll do it. So.
Yeah. If there's one thing I would, I talk about, I love the league. I love everything that we do. If there's one thing that I would change or like to bring back to the fold, and Vinny's
Yeah.
in my ear about this all the time.
Yeah, last year was great.
I would love to have something at the end of the season that the winner takes. We used to have a trophy. It kind of got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
We could very easily put a trophy back together with all previous winners, and the 2020 winner would be COVID, right? Because it kicked all our asses.
Yeah.
Or perhaps some sort of, there's been a lot of ideas, T-shirts to go out, one for winner, one for loser. Chris is talking about wagers throughout the season. And I echo his sentiments on the league. Guys, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on demand with FX. It's phenomenal. I've watched it 5 or 6 times through, and it is awesome. It's really incredible watching if you're a fantasy football fan. So I strongly urge you to check it out. But perhaps this year is the year that we put something else, that we do something else to enhance the league. I'm already stepping it up with more video and stuff, and maybe we can do something like T-shirts or get our trophy back in circulation. I'm not really sure. We'll try and figure that out. Unfortunately, we're all busy and life sort of gets in the way, but let's see if we can't do it. Get something going this year. So I'm all for it. So
Mike, you know that using the word busy and fantasy football just doesn't coexist. You make time, you're not too fucking busy.
Fair
So
enough.
remember that.
Fair enough.
All right.
I apologize. I will put myself in timeout as soon as this video is over. My
That's
apologies.
That's like Mike leaves me a text message one time when I didn't answer the phone, and he says, during the off season, it's okay if I don't answer his calls, but during football season,
Yeah, you don't avoid
his call.
You take my fucking phone call. That's basically what it comes down to.
Yep.
In any event, that's all I really wanted to cover for this evening. Like I said, we're planning to do a lot more videos and stuff. We're gonna, you guys may remember I did a mock interview last year. I plan to do stuff like that. I really want to have fun with it. I want you guys to have fun with it. More importantly than that, there is one thing I'm going to require from everybody in this league, though. Everybody in this league must post at least one video to Facebook, a video. Give me at least 20 seconds, maybe 30. Let's do 30 seconds. Give me at least 30 seconds. It can be at any point during the year. It could be about your upcoming matchup. It can be whatever you want. I demand this from every single member of this league to give me a minimum of one 30-second video on our Facebook page. That is what I demand of you.
Perfect.
All right. CB, we're going to end this now. Anything else you want to throw in before we end for the night?
No, I've already said too much.
I think we would all agree with that, but we love you anyway, and we'd love to hear from more if you have any. Just because, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything.
No, I'm feeling pretty good.
All right, gentlemen. Well, if you can read the backdrop behind myself and CB, are you ready for some football? Because we are.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Let's do it.
Let me know if you're back in. Confirm with me on that ASAP. Let's get a draft date in order. We'll get a draft order set. We'll get it rocking and rolling. If we can get that done, within the next few days, you got the month of August to prepare.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Once again, this has been. I thought you said something. Sorry about that. Once again, this has been Mike and Chris, Bernie and OMC show, Back in the Box, and we are thrilled to be back for the season. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back soon.
Yep. How about them Cowboys and the chosen ones? Now we're out.
All right, take it easy. Later, guys.